What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Linkin Park. Yes, indeed. Linkin Park fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Jason Cart, and Jason wanted to see me react to this song. It is a live performance by Linkin Park of their song In the End. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes I have. I'm actually pretty familiar with the original recording of this song. So I told Jason that, I was like, listen, I know you want me to react to this, but I gotta be honest with you, dude, I know the song. And he said, that's okay, this is a live performance. So, to be clear, full disclosure here, just being straight and honest with everybody, full transparency, I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. The songwriting, the arranging has absolutely nothing to do with my reaction here. I am only going to be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance. That's it. I'm talking about stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production, those 6 things. That's what I'm really looking for more than anything else. I will take how well they play the song into account in a live setting. I will do that, but that's not going to count for very much. This is really going to be more about the live show more than anything else. So please, 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 please keep that in mind. This was posted by Pistachio123LOL.
You freaks!
These names, man. And the video has 5.2 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Linkin Park. In the End, live in Argentina, South America. Very nice. South American crowds are always hyped up for live performances from rock bands. Best crowd ever. Debatable, but I mean, South American crowds, like I said, they're huge and they are always fired up for rock bands. So I mean, there could be some truth to that for sure. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Máximos Festival en vivo desde Tecnópolis.
Ha ha ha! You know, Linkin Park, you can take the rest of the night off. The crowd's got it. Y'all can leave. Seriously, y'all can go home. You are not needed at this point. The crowd has completely taken over and is doing a fine job with the song. You all take the rest of the night off at full pay. That's awesome, man. I love seeing that.
Are you ready?
What do you mean, are they
I
ready?
think you're ready.
I think they're ready. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? I mean, the crowd's already got it.
Y'all playing catch-up ball.
It starts with one thing. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. The design is hard to explain it to time. Oh, I know. Time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away, and it's so unfair. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, and didn't even know I wasted it all. Watch you go.
Mic shit out of the way.
Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way.
I love the movement. I love the fact they're moving around the stage. Some great crowd interaction. I love seeing that. So stage energy, stage presence, crowd interaction, showmanship. Yeah, they're there. I did see a little bit of stage interaction. I'd like to see more, but no. So far, this is good. This is really good. Let's keep going.
You were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised that it got so things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to in the end. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I got too far to all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know.
The funny thing is, I was hoping they were going to do that. I was wondering if they were going to lay out completely. I was actually, to be honest with you, I was kind of hoping they were going to do that. I was hoping the entire band was going to just lay out on that. I put my trust, just boom, everybody out and let the crowd take over again. But upon hearing it, with the band playing and just letting the crowd take over, it actually makes more sense and it feels better. It keeps the song on track. It keeps the song on pace. Keeps the tempo steady. So yeah, better call with the band. Obviously, I clearly would have had a faux pas with that. So good call having the band play with it. But I'm glad Chester laid out and let the crowd take over again. You could feel it. You could feel the crowd just itching to do that part. So good on him for recognizing that and good on him for letting it happen. Nice job.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I got you.
Nice. Yeah. I can see why I said best crowd ever. That's hard to debate. It's gonna be hard to debate that. That was an amazing crowd, without question. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Linkin Park with a live performance of In the End. This was a request from Jason Cart. Okay, before I give my score, I need to reiterate this. I need to put my little disclaimer out again because not everybody watches the beginning of the videos. Some people like to skip forward and not listen to what I have to say at the beginning. So I'm going to give my disclaimer again. Full disclosure, full transparency, I am very familiar with this song. I have heard this song more times than I care to count. I am very, very familiar with the original studio recording of this song. Therefore, and hopefully everybody's paying attention right now, I am not going to be taking the song itself into account here in any way, shape, or form when it comes to my scoring. I am only going to be evaluating and scoring the live performance. I'm talking about stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, and production. That is all I'm going to be taking into account here. I will take how well they played the song into account slightly, but I will put that in. But for the most part, it's not so much about what we heard, more about what we saw, okay? Please keep that in mind before you come at me and say, this song deserves a 10.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not talking about the song right now, okay? Please keep in mind, I'm only talking about the live performance. Having said all that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
The big elephant in the room, we're going to save that for the end. That's obvious. That's low-hanging fruit. We're going to get to that at the end. Let's talk about some of the more subtle things, okay? Stage presence. Did we have it? Yeah, it was there. It was absolutely there. Letting their voices be heard, letting themselves be known. They were not hiding. They were out there up at the front of the stage, looking sharp, looking strong. Like to see that. Stage energy, check. Moving around the stage quite a bit, like that. Everybody that could was. Guitar, bass, vocals, all moving around. Drums obviously can't do a whole lot as far as moving around the stage. Keyboard can't really either, or DJ really can't either because he's got his hands full back there. So I get it. But everybody that was able to move was moving. So I like seeing that. Stage interaction. Here's one of the things that was lacking, okay? And this brought down the score. Didn't see a whole lot of it. I saw a little bit at the very beginning, but other than that, I didn't really see any interaction between band members whatsoever. I saw a little bit toward the end between the guitar player and the bass player. They just kind of stood next to each other, but they didn't really do anything with each other. They just kind of stood there. So I really can't call that stage interaction. Crowd interaction, saw a ton of that. And if I'm being honest here, if I have to choose between having a lot of stage interaction and having a lot of crowd interaction, which one's more important to me? Crowd interaction every single time I will choose over stage interaction. So great job with the crowd interaction. I was thrilled to see that. Showmanship, didn't really see a whole lot of that. I mean, listen, Linkin Park's never really been known for having a ton of showmanship. Saw a couple times they got up on the eagle blocks and they jumped down. The way they would jump was important. You know, some of them actually jumped and some of them just kind of stepped down. Which one's more exciting to see, a big jump or a step down? You know, whenever we go up on our eagle blocks, we never step down. We always jump. Always jump. It just looks better. Production, not really a whole lot there going on. I mean, there was some lighting that was cool, but I mean, that's all there was. It was just lighting. So, I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot of production to be had. So overall, you know, it was a really good live performance. I wouldn't say it was great. I mean, it was really good though. I would give the live performance about a 7.9, except for one factor, and here's where the big elephant in the room comes into play. That crowd was on fire. That crowd was absolutely on fire. Now, what does that have to do with the live performance? In a situation like this, everything, because they were being led by the band. The band came out. Now, I don't know if this was planned or not. It very well may have been planned. That may have been what Chester and Mike were talking about when the song kicked off. They may have been like, you know what, this crowd's really lit. Let's take a step back and let's see what happens here with the crowd. Let's see if the crowd's going to respond. And boy, did the crowd ever respond. They responded in such a way that they became a part of the show. So normally, I don't normally equate the crowd into what the band is doing. But since the crowd literally took over the song to the point where the band had not to do a thing, the band just literally stood there and led the crowd and let the crowd do their thing, man. The band could have taken the rest of the night off at that point. Seriously, they could have taken off and you don't need to do a thing, guys. Go home. Seriously, the crowd's got it from here on out. The crowd became a part of the show. They interjected themselves into the show by taking over the lyrics. And they didn't do that just once. They did that twice. And Chester was smart enough to recognize that was probably going to happen, and he let it happen. He led the crowd. Again, great stage, not stage, great crowd interaction, but more than that, the crowd took over again. Man, that crowd was strong. So I had to bump it up. They took over, man. They really did. So I bumped it up to an 8.4, and I feel good about that score. I don't want to change it. It feels right. So that is where we're going to stay. Very impressive crowd. I know the title said best crowd ever. I don't know if it's the best crowd in history, but I'll tell you what, an argument could absolutely be made for that. Absolutely. It was an amazing crowd without question. In closing, whenever you're playing in front of a foreign crowd in a foreign land where English is not the primary language, and you're up on that stage and you hear your crowd singing your songs back to you in perfect English, it's hard to describe. It's so surreal. It's like having an out-of-body experience. There is really no better feeling in the world than that. There really isn't. I mean, it's a phenomenal feeling to be in Germany, or to be in Argentina, or to be in Brazil, or to be in Italy, or to be in France, or to be in Poland, or to be in Norway, or in Sweden, or to be in any of these countries, and to have the crowd singing back to you in perfect English when the English is not the primary language. It's, good Lord, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing, and I can't imagine how Linkin Park felt at that moment at the beginning of the song when the crowd literally took over and was singing loud in perfect English. That must have been quite the experience. So, goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, man. That's, ooh. Because I've heard it. I haven't heard it on that scale. I haven't heard it that loud, but I've heard it before, and it's a great feeling, man. It really is. So, 8.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.